The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission is probing a 40 billion shilling tender for the construction of a new oil terminal in Kipevu. As the probe follows complainants' allegations that the tender was irregularly awarded to a Chinese firm, Chinese Communications Construction Company Limited. But as some Ogina reports, the EACC may have to question the entire cabinet since the tender was scrutinized and approved at a full cabinet meeting chaired by the president himself.
The multi-billion shillings project for the construction of the new Kipevu oil terminal in Mombasa was first challenged in August of 2018. Owen Nganga through his lawyers, petitioning the Public Procurement Regulatory Authority, contesting the contract award to the Chinese firm on account China Communications Construction Company Limited had been debarred by the World Bank from any procurement process for committing corrupt and fraudulent acts. EACC was also roped into the probe, this causing PPRA to scrutinize the details of the tender. In a letter to the Kenya Ports Authority, the PPRA asks about how they settled on the company debarred by the World Bank. KPA indicating while the Chinese firm had been debarred, the debarment was restricted on roads and bridges work, while KPA was involving it in construction of a pipeline. This occasioning a sudden change of heart by the petitioner, who without citing any reasons withdrew the petition. But that notwithstanding, the Procurement Regulatory Authority went ahead to give the procurement process that settled on China Communications Construction Company a clean bill of health. It is a contract that may now test the agility and courage of the anti-corruption body. The contract award having forced Cabinet to sit, discuss and eventually approve that the Chinese firm had dwarfed other international companies to win the contract. In a letter from the Transport Ministry to KPA, Principal Secretary Esther Koimet indicated Cabinet had approved the execution of the contract between KPA and China Communications Construction Company Limited for the construction of the new Kipevu oil terminal. Having grilled several KPA officials, it is now a matter of wait and see whether the anti-graft body will question members of Cabinet. EACC having been jolted into action once again by the first petitioner who withdrew his first petition. The petitioner in his second petition claiming the scope of the contract was varied, contrary to what was contained in the tender document. In its due diligence report, the KPA tender committee indicated the Chinese firm had the capacity to carry out the construction of the new Kipevu oil terminal, having visited similar projects undertaken by the company, one in Saudi Arabia and two in China. Sam Ogina, Citizen TV, Nairobi.